Hey, what's going on, guys? DJ Hez here, bringing you guys this week's Collectivekicks Weekly Recap. It is Friday, the 31st of January, and there is a lot of sneaker news as we are about to jump into February. You know, there's going to be a lot of sneaker releases in February, so check it back every Friday if you guys would like to see this information. I'm going to go over the stories for this week, some of them very, very gently, and then some of them I'm going to get into a little bit more detail. So, gently starting off here, we have 2014 Melo M10 Collegiate. Colors, there's three different colorways out there that are going to be dropping. I believe, I don't know when, I think it was today or something. Check the article and find out. I believe it is a 21 and Mercer New York release. Nike Air Tech Challenge to get a new colorway with the Andre Agassi's. You can see the significant numbers on the back. If you want to know what those numbers represent, check the article. You guys can check the article out and the link to the website in the description. There will be a link. And you can go to the website and look for yourself. But pretty crazy looking sneakers, and from what it says, premium materials and a 21 in Mercer release. Again, I believe the release was today on those. Nike SB Camo 2.0, Brian Anderson. The G Money wrote an article on that. Pretty crazy looking shoe. Love the gum bottoms as usual. Nike 11. Fairfax and SVSM PE images. I thought, how crazy would it be if you could actually put your own logos on some of these sneakers? I know that they wouldn't be able to do that because of copyright and trademarks and stuff, but it would be pretty rad to be able to put your own stuff on the back of the sneaker if you had like an image or something like that. Unfortunately, Nike's pretty good about the trademark stuff. You got to pay your dues when you do that sort of thing. So doubt it would happen, but pretty interesting looking PEs. They basically look like Nike IDs with the logos on the back. I definitely like the yellow ones the best, so it kind of reminds me of Iron Man. Nike Sportswear Urban Jungle Gym Collection Preview. We get a look at the, let's see, the Air Raid that is coming back, but unfortunately it's not the same as the old one. The old one had a black upper, and this one is kind of weird with the gray. There is a Lunar Raid, though, that's with the red trim on there. Pretty interesting looking sneaker. It's kind of of course, the Lunar hybrid with the Air Raid, and then there's the Air Force One as well. This is an interesting one, the Air Jordan 6 Cigar or Championship Cigar shoe that's going to be coming out in summer of 2014. The lace lock thing looks crazy. If you look at the bottom of the shoe, there's a Jordan lace lock, but at the top there's also a lace lock with the kind of a Jordan Jumpman. It looks kind of like a championship ring sort of thing, and then the back you can see it's celebrating 23 years of the Jordan 6. So kind of a cool shoe. Love that cigar, kind of leather two-toned upper. Really think that's fresh. The only thing I don't really love, and I wish they changed a little bit, would have been the reds. If they would have done the hits of reds to be just a solid actual like varsity red or something like that, I think it would be better than the kind of the maroonish and then pink reds. But I think that's something that as we see more images of that, it's something that we will grow to love. Moving on, there is a girl that was bullied, and basically she was being made fun of for having old Jordans, and I don't know, these people are just being ridiculous making fun of this chick. Now, it could have been staged. You never know with people in World Star Hip Hop, so that's not trustworthy. But the message behind it is clear. Person gets bullied, and then that person actually just ends up swinging on the chick that's just talking trash and ends up beating the crap out of the chick. I don't know, dude. It's kind of crazy. I think that it's ridiculous that people can. I can do a whole separate video for 20 minutes on this, honestly. Just because you have something and somebody else doesn't does not give you the right to belittle that person. So just because you have a new pair of shoes and the next person doesn't, you can't make fun of what they have, man. It shows no class, no tact, and it's an unfortunate situation I know that happens in high schools across the nation. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous. But that's just my 2 cents. If you're one of those people that has something, don't make fun of the people that don't. I mean, it's just rude. Anyway, moving on. REEBOK question Valentine's Day GS. That actually looks like a pretty dope sneaker. I like the pink clear soles on the bottom, man. That's actually pretty awesome. Kicks Reason wrote that article. Nike KD6 Aunt Pearl get a release date, and it is rumored to be 2/17/14, and the price point is supposed to be 150 on those. So curious how that is going to turn out. But so far they look pretty crazy. That print, the floral print, looks pretty dope on those, and the breast cancer tongue on or the logo or whatever on the tongue looks pretty cool as well. I believe that's what that is. Anyway, Moving on, we have the Year of the Horse collection release date. I believe it was today. It consisted of an Air Force One, Flight Posit Exposed, and the KD9 Lifestyle, which is the first release of a KD9, if I'm not mistaken, so far, of any model. But interesting looking shoe, as you can see the KD9 right there. It actually looks pretty good. It looks kind of like a futuristic Dunk. And not a bad looking sneaker. It looks like it has some horsehair actually on the upper as well. Check the more detailed images in the article. Moving on, let's try to go to my second page here. I've been having some problems debugging with the site. I'm working out some stuff with the web guy, but for some reason it keeps on redirecting it to the mobile. Anyway, I just want to get through this video, so I'm not going to redo this just because of that. Air Jordan Future, new colorway, Volt and White. Kind of interesting. I like the Volt sole, don't like the upper. It would be kind of interesting to see a different upper on that. I don't know. Not my thing, but I've never been a really big, huge fan of a Volt, all Volt colorway of a shoe. If you like Volt and you like the woven upper, you might like the sneakers. So check out more images on that if you guys want. LeBron 11 PE worn by LeBron looks pretty crazy. He only wore them for 1/4, and then he switched back to the LeBron Soldiers, which I think is a smart move because it's instead of him moving back to the LeBron 10, he's moving on to the LeBron Soldiers, which are a current model. I think it's a better look than moving backwards, but at the same time, still not a good look for the flagship model LeBron 11, which is a shoe that I really like. I love the design. Unfortunately, I wonder if it's that midsole that's causing so many issues. Moving on, KickCast number 2, live sneaker chat with the CollectiveKicks.com writing staff and myself. If you guys want to see that, you can watch it from here or go to my YouTube channel. It was a great time chopping up with some of the writers. 4 of the other writers could not make it, so I will try to do another kind of webcast soon, but no firm date on that yet. Air Raid Retro again. The piece images came out before the entire pack. Still kind of not feeling it. I liked the OG look. Please bring that back. Nike Sportswear Crescent City, the collection, the All-Star NOLA pack, if you will. Pretty interesting looking pack. Honestly a huge fan of the Air Force Ones, even though it's kind of a mixture of a bunch of popular sneakers, including Cork, Safari, and whatnot. The Air Ups I think look pretty nice. I like the red and the kind of the print on that. It kind of reminds me of the Foamposite DBs. And those other ones, I don't even know the name of them. I'm not going to front. I've never seen them before. They look kind of like a Supra shoe, so it looks more like a lifestyle shoe. I don't know. This year's pack, hopefully they'll have more involved than just what they have here. I'm looking forward to seeing more. I'd like to see a Foamposite. I really want to see a Foamposite. Supposedly it's the Air Penny Posit, but no official word yet on that. I did a video on this, the random sneaker deals from Ross and Nordstrom Rack. If you guys want to see it, you can check out this article and see the video. There was a Air Trainer Huarache Cement City and Air Free Trainer Cement City release middle of the week, January 29th. I believe they're still available on Nike Store if you guys want to check those ones out. I actually kind of like the Huaraches, but not enough to end up buying them. And I believe those are both quick strikes, but regardless. Actually, I like the trainers too. They actually look pretty nice as well. But you can check those out on Nike Store. The links, I believe, in the article. We see this article is ridiculous. I did an article saying the perfect outfit for these LeBron 11 EXTs, and in there I just show a jacket and a pair of pants with denim and mixed with black leather. It's honestly just a joke article, but we get a first look at some upcoming LeBron denim shoes, and actually I don't mind them. I actually think they look dope. I know some people aren't going to like them, but I think that this could be a summertime sneaker. And if you figure khaki shorts, or I mean, obviously, you go back this summer again with some camo shorts and a black T-shirt or whatever, you're good to go. And it looks pretty crazy to me. But more images, I'm sure we'll be surfacing of those soon. Nike All-Star Pack, the NOLA Gumbo League collection was released, and in here I give you guys kind of a definition of what NOLA stands for. Nothing too crazy. New Orleans, Louisiana, I believe is what it is. But detailed images of the sneakers. They all glow in the dark. Definitely feeling the entire pack. I think they look pretty cool. And hopefully I'll be able to cop at least the KDs and LeBrons. I'm not really sure about the Kobe 9s yet. I definitely just want to see them in person before I buy. But I might have to end up buying a pair before I see them in person. So we'll cross that bridge when it arises. There's a teaser on the, let's see, Nigel Sylvester Dunk High. by the G Money if you guys want to see that. That's pretty much the teaser. There's nothing too much else in the article. But curious to see what comes from that. Reebok Legends Unite. Pretty cool article. There's some pictures in there of Iverson and O'Neal and stuff and Sean Kemp. Pretty awesome. If you guys want to check out that from Kicks Reason. Two colorways of the Air Jordan 14 are coming back or coming to 2014. There's a Thunder colorway with the black and yellow, and there's also the original black toe colorway coming back. Very kind of, I know there's some hype around the black toe coming back, but I also think the Thunder is actually a pretty nice looking sneaker as well. Possible KD6 Elite. Looks like it is probably going to be the KD6 Elite. Not sure how I feel about this shoe. Looks like LeBron 11 low or LeBron 10 low part 2. There's a fly wire there. The swoosh looks like the same spot that it was on the LeBron, and also the LeBron midsole. From here you can see the air unit with the visible zoom stacks in there. Looks just like the LeBron, but it has a KD tongue, KD lace system, and the KD logo on the back. Kind of on the fence. Definitely want to see some more images and definitely some more colorways of that. Let's see. The Adidas ZX Flux Black Element Pack images. I actually did this article only because I really liked the lightning shoe in the middle of those ones. Looks pretty wild in my opinion, but it's kind of an interesting looking pack. Not usually my cup of tea, but I do like those lightning shoes. It reminds me of some prints from the Alpha Project days from Nike back in 2000, and so I'd like to see more of that. New images of the 5 Lab 3s. As I mentioned, there's a silver 3M colorway now. I'm betting we're going to see a black 3M colorway later on for that. I think that will be pretty badass if we see that. Nike Air Python Luxe Orange Starfish colorway. These are wild, dude. I definitely want to get these. They look like a football, but premium materials. 21 and Mercer is the place that's getting them. I don't know if there's any other places. So definitely a limited release, but not a lot of hype. So if anybody, I think there's a couple people looking out for me. If there's anybody out there in New York can grab a 9.5, hit me up on Twitter, please, at Heskicks. And let me know if you guys can possibly look out. Definitely have PayPal ready and want to check those out in person. New images and official release image information. Obviously, we know November, what the heck? February 8th is the date for the Tiffany highs. Definitely want to get those. It is going to be a very large release, so it's still going to be difficult to cop because a lot of people want this shoe, but it's not limited by any means. So looking forward to that. And what we've noticed for most of the SPs is a lot of people buy them as soon as they drop. A lot of resellers try to flip them as soon as they drop, and then the resale price after 3 or 5 days ends up going down, and you see the shoes maybe $20 over retail, if not even retail. You saw that for the red packet, saw that for the last 3 or so big releases for Nike SB. So I'm hoping that the same thing for these. I know that the prices are going to be ridiculous to start, but again, the prices will go down as expected. So will they go down to close to retail? I don't think so. I still think they'll probably hold a value of over 200 or so at least. But I'm just hoping to get my hands on a pair or two. LeBron 11 blue suedes. First look, I don't know, dude. I don't think these look complete. That's all I know. It's an all blue upper, kind of interesting where the suede is over the posit material. Hopefully I don't know. I'm curious to see how people react to these, if those are the actual ones that are being released. But it looks like we're definitely seeing more of an EXT pack. So we'll see again this year if there's going to be 4 like last year, if there's just going to be a couple of them. First images of the champagne cigar sample that was out there. Pretty crazy looking sneaker in my opinion. I definitely want to see that. Moving on, we have the Air Jordan Superfly 2014 detailed look, as well as the CP3 All-Star and the 28 SE. Now, these bamboos are not the All-Stars. I apologize for the false information. From the person that was taking the images and the source, he posted all of them together, so it looked like all of them were going to be in a pack. But I believe these ones released very similar to the same date. Nothing official yet. So that's why they were included kind of in this all-star look, as many of us were thinking. But that's kind of the downside of getting information really, really early and waiting, or before we wait to hear anything official, because honestly, we don't know when we're going to hear anything official. Sometimes it doesn't happen until weeks and weeks later, months and months later. So a lot of things are developing stories, so consider it as that. But regardless, those bamboos look pretty dope. And the entire All-Star pack looks actually pretty good, including these SEs. I really do like that look. Lots of detail on the shoes, all clear soles on the pack as well. Looks pretty cool. A crazy 8 Damian Lillard and John Wall PEs were available online on Adidas website, but there was a lot of confusion on what was happening with the Lillards. It actually, from when I talked to the chat people, they ended up dropping them 2 weeks or 3 weeks before the release date that blog sites were reporting that they were going to be released. So I don't know what happened. I know there was a soft release. I was going to go to the signing session, but honestly it was going to be too big of a pain to actually go. And I heard that they only had 100 pairs. 20 of the pairs were bought out from Lillard's family. So there was only 80 pairs public, so it just wasn't worth going for a signing. But maybe next time. I hear there's some more PEs coming down for Lillard though. I'm gonna keep my ears and my eyes open for that. Drake gets the OVO collection official images. October's very own is what OVO stands for if you didn't know, and it's AJ10 and AJ12. We've seen lots of images of both. I give you kind of some information as to why they're black and white, at least from what I understand, because of the concert. He had an all black outfit, then he changed to an all white halfway through the concert that I went to. Compliments to Jordan brand, luckily for me. But anyway, check out that if you want to see more of that. Monday, Reebok Signature Series again, if you guys want to check that out from Kicks Reason. More Reebok information as usual from him. Nick Young shows off colorway of the Kobe 9 Elite from Kicks 808. These ones are kind of earlier in the week. It's crazy because this is earlier in the week, but it feels so old. And also some more release information for some Kobe 9 Elites. Lots of release information. That one's from Joe Rodriguez, a new writer for the site, as mentioned last week. Let's see, and another image of a new one from Joe Rodriguez. Did an update for some of the release dates for the dates between 125 and 215, but those have actually been updated again from Nike's release calendar. There's a lot of releases that are coming out. And Melo 10 PE breast cancer awareness images, 4 different PEs, pretty wild. Definitely like the black and the pink ones the best, but pretty awesome. Melo's getting a lot of love this late in the game. Here's the little pennies I was talking about. Those things actually look pretty dope. The penny posits, I really do like them. They have that kind of LeBron look, futuristic kind of Zoom Rookie look, but better than the Zoom Rookie in my opinion. Hopefully we'll see some dope colorways. Hopefully it'll be received well, and hopefully the price won't be $225 or anything high. Hopefully it'll be like $180 or so. But I think they look dope. Hopefully, I guess we'll see. But these ones are rumored again All-Star Weekend, so I'm not sure if those are going to be the All-Star shoes or not. Could be. It looks kind of like it has some print on them, so more information on that soon. Again, more Kobe 9 release information and some exclusive colorways from New York that ended up dropping last week as well, which is interesting to me. Like, why do they drop exclusives in New York and not in LA? I don't know. It makes sense to do exclusives in New York for Melo right now because that's where he's at, but it doesn't make any sense at all to do that with Kobe. And Vans Yellow Submarine pack, if you guys didn't see, there's that right there, and that wraps up all of the news. Now we can take a look at the release dates real quick. If you guys are curious, upcoming release dates. There was the entire pack for the Year of the Horse. Not just these ones. So I apologize, I didn't get all of them up. Black History Month dropping tomorrow. Pretty crazy collection. Tons and tons of stuff. 23 different products in total. And then February 5th is rumored release date for the Flight Glove Heat colorway and the red upper. Pretty dope. And the DC KD6s rumored for the 6th. And the 7th, it's kind of interesting that it goes... what is it? 5, 6, 7. LeBron 11 Atomic Orange, and then the 8th, the Elite Kobe 9s, as well as the supposedly, no official word yet, supposedly the Spider-Man foam posits, which I'm not a big fan of personally, and of course the Diamond Supply Company, Tiffany Dunks, and I think then after that, then there's February 13th for All-Star Weekend, which there's a lot of sneakers involved in that, as you can see. All of the packs, shoes I put in separately. And then also the next day, so this is the craziest weekend ever. The next day after that, we end up getting 2 different Retro 6s, the white infrareds and also the infrared 23s. And then the week after that, we get the powder blue 10s. And then the day after that, or the week after that, we get the Aunt Pearls. There's so much coming up. It's crazy. And then we have the infrared 23 Jordan 3s as well. So, and the future Jordan 11 kind of hybrid. So lots of releases coming up. Look for more release information on the release calendar up here if you guys didn't see it. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching this week's weekly recap. Hopefully you guys have a great weekend, and good luck on any pickups. If you guys are planning on picking up anything, or you do end up picking up anything and you watch this video afterwards, leave a comment. Let me know what you're planning on or what you did pick up. And yeah, have a good one. We'll catch you guys later. Peace.